Rainy season in Thailand is here. With the frequent rains and passing showers, it is harder to get around, harder to make plans, and some floods and puddles that might take some time getting used to. Maybe you can already hear it in my voice that my body hasn't been coping well with the drastic change in weather. And sometimes, I just feel like I want to be cozy on my bed the whole day. But I'm trying my best not to do that, because I didn't come to a new and different environment just to stay in comfort. If there's one thing I really struggled with since young, it's finding a routine and showing up to it. I was so used to my routine revolving around the phase of my life that I was in, like when I was in school or at work, that when I decided to take a break and explore, I found it really difficult to organize and make the best productive use of my time. And that's a main aspect of my life that I really wanted to confront and change while starting a new journey in Thailand. You see, every year I have the same if not similar resolutions, setting ambitious goals for myself, such as having a healthier diet, learn a new skill, or even getting back old habits like reading and journaling. And usually I'll start working towards these goals, only to falter sometime around March or April. And nearing the end of each calendar year comes the same realization that I was pretty much the same as the beginning.
So many months of trying to run, honestly I'm still pretty bad at it. I really don't enjoy running, but at the same time I know that it's good for the cardiovascular health and also like maintaining a weight. So I still try to force myself to do it like once every week or maybe twice depending on how many times I go to the gym in a week.
And it feels frustrating because I know that there's no one else to blame besides myself for my inability to move past the same resolutions for the past 5 years. I was basically stuck in a vicious cycle and I wanted change. So on my 29th birthday, I took some time to reflect on what I want to do in the last year of my 20s. And looking back made me realize that it takes a lot more than motivation to work towards something. If anything, I needed to find a routine so that I can stay consistent and disciplined.
Welcome to Bangkok.
But as usual, I wanted to do some goal setting first. So I actually made a manifestation list for myself, and let me show you guys what it looks like. So basically 4 things. I want to try to get 100k YouTube subscribers, 20k on TikTok, and I want to fix a life routine. And also to use this journey to try to change my mindset to be more in abundance as compared to in scarcity. So right now I'm really far from these goals, but at the same time I feel like I need to be kind of delusional for this to work. Like the goal has to be so out of reach that I have to try to be creative or constantly reevaluate how to get there. And sometimes honestly it feels kind of stressful because I just feel like I'm not getting anywhere because I don't see immediate results for whatever I'm doing. But right now I'm trying my best to just keep my head down and focus on the quality of content creation and just getting better at it and not to be too overly focused on the numbers. The next step for me was to find a routine that can help me progress towards my goals. And this felt really new because it seems like I've never moved past the goal setting stage by actually having an actionable plan. This time round, instead of trying to fill up my calendar hastily, I decided to structure my week with some guiding principles in mind. I first listed some daily tasks that I want to do every day, something that I term as the non-negotiables, which means that no matter how busy I am on that day, these are the tasks that I have to squeeze time out to complete as bare minimum. So basically, I sort of have 3 daily tasks that I need to complete every day. First of all, for the weekdays, which are trading days, I will try to keep myself updated on what's going on with the global news and do up like a trading plan for the night. Even though I do not necessarily act on the trading plan all the time because of market conditions, but I do feel like it's a good thing to sort of keep myself updated. The second task is to read a short article on CNBC Make It. I think it's really important for me to do this because I'm kind of living alone in Bangkok, and sometimes things don't exactly go my way. When this happens, I do have thoughts that get to me sometimes. Yeah, so I kind of use this reading time as daily inspiration to keep me going. And I think it has been really useful in inspiring me, giving me new perspectives on how I can manage things, or just even stuff like managing my time in general. And the last task for me is to try to work out every day, or maybe every alternate day, because sometimes like it's quite physically taxing on the body for me to be going to the gym or going for Muay Thai every single day. And I've also been thinking to put learning Thai as part of my daily routine because I think it's really useful if I can speak some local Thai here. It would be a lot easier to make conversations with Thai locals, or even it's just like day-to-day stuff like ordering food, asking about a certain product at the shop, etc. These daily tasks are useful as anchoring points of my day, but sometimes they don't take too long to complete. Since I'm trying to manage several personal projects, I decided to set a focus for each weekday, such as for content creation, brainstorming or editing. So that when I have spare capacity on any given day, I immediately know what to devote my time towards. After the routine was planned, I tried jumping into it as quickly as I could. And for the initial part, I was trying my best to show up every day. But it didn't take me long to realize that I couldn't keep up with the schedule. In the midst of planning for everything, I guess I kind of forgot that I literally just moved into a new foreign environment. And adjusting to unfamiliarity takes time. Life admin as simple as paying the electricity bill or finding daily necessities could consume so much time that it throws me a few hours off schedule. So I'm on my way to 7-Eleven to pay my electricity bill. The first time I was trying to pay the bill, I couldn't figure it out. Basically, they have an app that tracks how much electricity you use, and they tell you like based on the meter reading how much it costs. Technically, you can pay through the app, but because I think they don't accept credit cards outside of Thailand, so I spent like a good 2-3 hours trying to figure it out because the app was in Thai and I couldn't understand how to do it. Electricity bill. Maybe I'm inefficient at this, but at the same time, it kind of feels like I'm growing up a little. I packed my schedule so much that I didn't cater much time for catching up with friends in Bangkok, hosting friends when they come over for a visit, or even meeting new people to share about experiences together.
I have never met a person that got like so many beer samples that it's basically half a pint.
Now you have.
Maybe sometimes it's easy to forget that I'm trying to live the nomad life, and I should probably give myself some time to enjoy the process. As much as I want to chase personal growth and achieve the manifest list, I think it's okay to take it slower at the start to warm up the engines and mentally recalibrate myself to this new life. And the last point that I should probably have taken into account is that I'm simply not a machine. I can't keep working the entire week, maybe not yet. I do want to lock in, but sometimes I just have to deal with the lazy and tired side of myself. And maybe this is part of the personal growth journey as well, acknowledging and accepting that I currently have physical and mental limitations on my capacity, and it might take some time to push the bar higher. I'm still trying to show up to the routine as much as I can.
Oh my god.
But in doing so, I slowly discovered that there are things that energized me more than the rest. I've yet to fully figure this out or what my current priorities should be, but one thing is for sure, that I'm starting to feel more comfortable in this state of discomfort. They say you learn far more by stepping into action than by planning every detail in advance. And I couldn't agree more. As I move forward, I find myself uncovering little lessons along the way, Lessons about what I'm truly capable of right now, about self-awareness, about noticing my own feelings and the stresses that come with them. I'm also learning to loosen my grip on control, to accept that not everything will go my way and that setbacks are just part of the journey that I'll have to deal with when they come. Regardless of what's coming, I'll keep telling myself to treasure my time here and live each day to the fullest. And most importantly, to enjoy and trust the process as much as I can.